Hello, it's a demo how Devfile can be used in Workspace API directly without converting to Workspace config. Only just server changes are made and there are separate issues for adopting UI to proper work with it. Here I have a test Devfile that I'm going to use. It's a Devfile for Node.js application that uses MongoDB. I have one component for Mongo database, it's Docker image. Another component, it's OpenShift. It describes my application with deployment, persistent volume claim, service and route. Also, I have a single command to run and build my application. I am taking this YAML and I am going to convert it to JSON. It's a common practice for REST APIs to consume JSON, and we are going to make our UI to convert JSON to YAML and vice versa for users. It's the same thing are done in Kubernetes and OpenShift dashboards. We also are going to make our REST API able to consume YAML, but JSON will be a default content type that we expect. I'm converting Devfile to JSON. I'm taking my Devfile in JSON format, going to Swagger. I have to use Swagger since dashboard is not adopted yet. Here we can see one old method that for creation of workspace from workspace config, and another new method for creation of workspace from Devfile. I'm just pasting Devfile JSON, creating a workspace. We can see that it's created now. Let's start it. Go to dashboard, open workspace. Workspace is starting. While it's starting, let's take a look how workspace JSON looks like. We can see that as previously it contains links, attributes, ID, status, runtime that describes started workspace. Here we can see config field. It's actually stop to make UI work somehow and not to fail with NPA on each step. But actual workspace configuration is placed in Devfile object. We can see that it's actually Devfile with spec version, projects, components, configurations. Yeah, now our workspace is started. We can try to use it, but unfortunately Thea is not adopted yet, and it did not clone my source code, and it does not allow to start my tasks. So that's all that we have today, but I hope UA will be adopted soon, and we will be able to use all workspace functionalities we have with the Devfile without visible workspace config.